The 1-11 Jacksonville Jaguars are at home this week, taking on the 8-4 Tennessee Titans, who will look to build on their second-half performance from last week while forgetting what happened in the first.
Hill floats it for the touchdown.
Ryan Tannehill did his best to bring the Titans back, but the hole Tennessee dug for itself against the Browns was too deep to overcome.
Tannehill on fourth down. Touchdown.
Tannehill finished the game with close to 400 yards, 3 TDs, Corey Davis blowing up for over 180 receiving yards.
He will throw it, end zone! Caught by Davis, touchdown!
They could easily try and keep things rolling through the air this week too. Jacksonville gave up over 300 yards passing to Kirk Cousins last week, along with 3 TDs, and their numbers on the year against the pass are some of the worst in the NFL.
Cousins lofts that to Jefferson in the end zone, touchdown!
And the last time they faced Tannehill, he lit them up for 4 TDs and 145.7 rating.
Into the end zone, and it is caught for a touchdown!
Tannehill was only sacked once in that game, but maybe the Jags can get to him a little more often this time around. They sacked Kirk Cousins 4 times last week.
And the sack for Cousins, and it's again DeJuan Smoot.
And they also made a point to stop Dalvin Cook. Cook may have rushed for 120 yards against them, but the Jags made him work. He had to run it 32 times to get there, so they held him to 3.8 a run.
Looking for the cutback and nowhere to go.
Can they perform like that again against the other best back in the league? They go from Cook to Derrick Henry.
Henry with a strong run.
Henry's season numbers are as good as it gets, though he wasn't much of a factor last week due to the score getting away from them.
Henry gets tackled shy of midfield.
But rewind to that Week 2 game between these two, Jacksonville hung with the Titans, only losing by 3, and part of the reason they competed was by holding Henry to 3.3 yards per carry on 25 carries.
Taking a pitch left, cut down!
However, Jacksonville was rolling with the stash at QB in that game, and now it's Mike Glennon. Glennon throwing 2 interceptions last week, his yards per attempt under 7, his rating under 75.
Drop back into coverage, Glennon intercepted!
He at least will be facing a secondary that's probably feeling a bit shell-shocked though. The Titans let Baker Mayfield run roughshod over them. 4 TDs, no picks, no sacks, a rating allowed close to 150.
Mayfield lofts it, touchdown! Perfectly thrown!
Tennessee did play the run okay, 3.3 yards per carry allowed, which is impressive being it's the Browns who they held in check.
Rashad Evans made sure that he couldn't break free.
They should get tested plenty again this week too. James Robinson had another solid game last week. Robinson, one of the best stories going this year, not drafted and is now in position to go over the 1,000-yard mark, likely in this game.
Tries to burrow his way in, and he does! Touchdown Jacksonville with 1:08 to play!
This contest doesn't quite mean as much to Jacksonville as it does to Tennessee, or does it? Every NFL game carries meaning, but the W in this case means something different to each, and the Titans need this one bad. Tell us if you think they get it or if the Jags play spoiler. Pretty sure everyone on our panel is going Titans, but are any calling for a nail-biter?
Below 500 and an opportunity to move deeper into the playoff chase if they can get the comeback in the second half, and it's not going to start that way. Joe Schobert, pick 6 for Jacksonville.
Learning from the gun, Tannehill, catch made, Brown, it's dislodged, but recovered. Michael Pruitt for the touchdown.